Franchise.
Get in like the Marines.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Franchise.
We're in.
Franchise. Franchise the damn thing.
Welcome to Franchise Addicts, the podcast that's usually about franchise movies, but right now it's about Alien Earth, and we're catching back up. We've been away for a while, but we were watching the show all along,
Always watching the show. Always.
and we're going to be
Open
covering
it back up like those eggs.
episode 6, The Fly, and episode 7, Emergence.
I think we might have some varying opinions on this.
All right.
So
What-
where we
what-
last
what's the
left
current-
off.
Yeah, what's
were
the
you-
current status of the show?
Well, okay, we should probably recap one another and the audience. Hold on, I'm going to turn this down a little. Okay. Sorry, is that bad?
No.
No, okay.
That
Good.
sounds fine
Oh.
to me.
Yeah, it was just a little too loud. Okay, so we should remind ourselves of what, where we last left off. We had done episode 5, which was a big one. That was a pretty good episode for the most part. I think we both enjoyed it. Perhaps the closest we came to being on the same page. You were very pro this show, and I was a little anti. Would you say that's correct?
Yeah, I was definitely defending it, at least
Yeah.
through the first couple episodes.
And then we got our mini alien movie in episode 5.
Yep.
Which is good. So that's where we were at. I kind of accepted, in my opinion, that this in my mind that this was probably not going to be my favorite show. It was a little bit of a letdown for me, but I kind of it is what it is. We have a show that is based in the Alien franchise, the AU, the Alien Universe. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh no, the ACU. Well, it's not cinematic.
Well,
Our
it
Marvel
has been.
shows in the MCU.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then there could
there's-
be an
yeah,
Alien
canon.
cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a show in the ACU. I'm loving that, just because it exists, and it's not necessarily the best, but so that's where I was at. Then we got episode 6, The Fly, and stuff starts to happen. Kind of a little slowly, maybe in this episode, but we start to get creatures doing stuff. People die. Plans start to be carried out. And I was like, you know what? Thank you. I was bored with episode, like 2, 3, 4. It's just like, there was a lot of setup, a lot of time with these, Lost Boy characters, so many Peter Pan references, and it wasn't doing it for me. And it seems like we're getting away from that. What do you think?
I've now been led to question everything I knew about this show. I don't even know if it's good anymore.
Wow.
I don't even know if like past episodes, things that I've said are good, are actually good anymore.
Your whole reality has been turned upside down.
It has been. Maybe I have the eyeball monster working inside my brain.
Yeah, we're on a live stream now, and I can see one of your eyes looks really weird from here, but that's okay. I mean, whatever. We're just gonna go with it.
No, it's not. It's not that dramatic. I had high hopes for the show after the first couple episodes, and then the mini Alien movie I thought was pretty solid. In the canon fodder that can be Alien movies, and then we just like kind of hit the brakes, and then didn't go anywhere really interesting. And like, there's action, but like, meh, whatever.
So when you were watching one of those first episodes, and they had that long series about baseball.
Yeah, that
Well, you actually like baseball, because
That's
I thought that
bad.
was such a so stupid. And-
I mean, that is a stupid scene, but
And I was like, if this is the fact that this is in the show is like, this is unsettling for me. I don't know. I guess I'm just saying, for me, the writing was on the wall.
I didn't think they were
from
gonna
day
get
one.
Xenomorph to Earth this rapidly, I guess maybe that is my current gripe that I can
That
like
it just
kinda maybe that's like the beacon from
Mm.
whence all the rest of my like distrust and dislike for the show comes.
got to Earth too fast.
Yeah, cause like that episode, the metamorphosis or whatever, that middle episode, the mini alien movie, like it's it's pretty solid. And I thought we were gonna get more of that. I think episode 1 and 2 kinda hint more to that type of stuff because half of the story that we then catch up on later on, like, is in that episode, and then I mean, the stuff on Earth just continues to disappoint me over and over and over again. Like, Kirsch, I thought he was gonna be up to more schemy stuff that would impact, and like it kind of just seems like he's playing the super long game. Like, okay, so you better hope that there's 3 seasons of this show, or else why did Timothy Oliphant do any of this?
Well, we don't know that. I mean, there might be a little twist. So
I
we've
mean, we
we've
have one
watched
more episode, and I'm telling you, 6, 7. I'm like, give me something more with Kirsch, and it's like just nothing. You just nope.
there's gotta be something waiting for us with his,
They have to be
motivations.
guaranteed that they're able to make another season of this. That I mean,
I think they would have announced that. They haven't announced it.
interesting.
Well, we'll talk more about that. So for the listeners, we're gonna do 6 and 7 right now. Then we're gonna watch the finale. Then we're gonna come back on here. We're gonna tell you what we think. We'll talk about the future of the show. Um, so that's exciting. Whether the show is exciting or not, the jury's out. But what we're doing
Well, I
here
mean,
with the show,
if
very exciting.
I mean, I'm not. The jury is not out for me. I still have a kernel of hope. Uh, Probably even more than that. That there's a really good finale in this show, and it springboards us to something that could be pretty awesome to look forward to in the next season. And you know, it's all there for it. But I am like, I'm sending out the pitcher, the reliever that's been struggling, and
Uh,
I know he's got a couple good innings in him, but it's just I got that bad feeling in my stomach sending him out there for the big game.
yeah. It's interesting that you kind of started to lose, like you started to like the show less. Would you say that's true in the last few episodes?
Yeah, it's gotten really repetitive for me.
Okay, because it's interesting. My take is that like I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna like this. In the fifth episode, oh, that's okay. That was not bad. And then now, since I kind of accepted it, and but there was action at the end of 6, 7. The penultimate episode, we start to get some more action. It's kind of just like, all right, well, let's just enjoy the fact that this is a B TV show, and yeah, there's monsters, and there's one good actor, and needle drops that are personally for me and my demographic. They're like, you like Queens of the Stone Age? This isn't even a single, man. You know that though, don't you? Because you're an alien, bro. Yeah, songs for the deaf. Oh my god, this is right up my alley.
I have to imagine that Noah Hawley and you are similar aged.
Yep, probably. And yeah, we both had the same soundtrack. Although
Just
I don't know,
imagine
they
he was
did.
probably born in like a area of the United States that was more creative, like pursuing the arts, and you were born in Milwaukee.
Well, hey, hold your tongue about Milwaukee. So let's settle this. Wow, Noah Hawley,
Is he
right?
50, 56?
He is born. He is my dad's age. He's born in 1967 in New York. So,
Sorry, Noah.
dude is a little older than that. He's almost 60, and
Hey, he's got good
that's
taste in
it.
music then. He's still
Yeah,
hip.
yeah. He was. Yeah, he's working. Just see, I'm looking over this Wikipedia. What we got? We got anything coming up here? Nope, not really. This is what he's doing. Okay, so
What
Noah Hawley, not
other
my
creators'
age.
art
What?
will he steal?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of What should the next
Coming to you
movie be that
next,
gets a television show?
Goodfellas, the TV show brought to you by
Goodfellas?
Wally.
Brought to you by DraftKings.
It's gonna seem like Scorsese, but it's not.
It's not at all. It's yeah.
Boy, is it
Goodfellas, the show.
trying. Boy, is it really trying.
Scarface, the show. Hell yeah, bro.
Dude, they made that show over and over and over.
Say hello to my little new TV series. So, okay, so that's Noah. Okay, so
Let's talk specifics.
let's go.
here.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Specifics
Get
for
into-
episode 6. We get off with the observation of the Xenomorph growing after the little alien dance that Wendy does with it. Next episode we're seeing its steady growth. And then there's all that stuff is all right. Got anything to say on that stuff? Because I think that stuff is relatively boring. It's just a lot of setup.
Yeah, the growing of the alien and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's a non-comment for me.
Yeah, so the main thrust of the start of this episode is our boy Tootles, who has dubbed himself Isaac, because he's of the science mind.
Yeah, he's
And,
a serious fan now.
Yeah, so Kirsch is like, "Yo, go feed the animals," and he hops to it, and not good stuff happens, Chris.
No, it's really not. So yeah, do you think that Kirsch knows he's like, is he killing him? Is he know that this is all happening? Where's
yeah.
Kirsch's liability in all of this business?
I think it's just the way Kirsch sees it. Like, he thinks they're machines, so to him, they're disposable.
Mhm.
So I think he was willing to just like take the risk to further science, to further understand what these things were capable of.
And that is what he says when they ask what happened to Isaac, and he says science.
Yep.
I believe. So
Me and Timmy, we're on the same wavelength. I dig a lot of the choices that our old boy Kirsch is making.
Billy Idol, right?
It's
A nice day for a white wedding and a xenomorph to bust out of your chest. But hopefully you're not wearing white when that happens. But okay, so we don't know where his culpability is, right?
Yeah.
And
Creatures. We get to see a little bit more action from every single one of them as they get fed. You know, we get to see what they're being fed, which is important.
yeah,
And we get to see that sheep is up to no good.
that sheep is plotting. That eyeball is plotting.
The most menacing animal in TV history.
Well, I don't know about that. Did you ever see Toonces the Driving Cat?
No.
It's an old SNL bit. Oh man, it was every sketch the cat would drive, and then they'd be like, "It's the driving cat," and he would drive off a cliff every time. It was hilarious. Phil Hartman starred. So maybe I don't know. It's a definitely disturbing animal up there with disturbing TV animals for sure. Yeah, I mean it's grown on me. I just accept the eyeball monster and the sheep right now. Like, it's fine. It was for a while. I was like, this is stupid.
It's menacing, at least. At the very
It's
least,
menacing.
it's menacing.
It's fine. Yeah, I've accepted. I've come to peace with all of the stuff in the show, and that's why 6 and 7. I'm actually enjoying them, and I am looking forward to the last episode here. I don't think it's great by any means. I have lowered my expectations. Close. Are they in the basement? I don't know. They're definitely on floor 1, and we're cruising ahead. But again, we're breaking it down. So I was getting at that point before, and then I lost it. So we see what they're eating. That's important. Eyeball monster, sheep, up to something. What else do we got?
Well, so we see this last creature that has the hive. We've never seen the creature outside of the hive so far in the show. So we get to actually see it come out as Isaac has to bring in the food because he mistakes how strong he is and pulls the feeding door out.
Yeah, I don't buy it. He was set up.
Could be, because it turns out that this creature eats like spare parts.
Vince! Yeah, it loves metal
Yeah.
and things of that nature.
And the sheep clocked that, and as soon as Isaac had to call an audible and actually get in the container to feed the creature, I mean, skip a meal,
Very
man.
stupid.
They could skip a meal. They could skip.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I say about my goldfish all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But who gives a shit, right? But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not
you know,
gonna
so
serve
someone made a good point when I was listening to some content that was already made about this show. That
No other show covers this show. We're the only ones.
we're the only people doing this. I know. That was actually a dream I had.
Thank you.
I had a dream about another show
I have
doing
those
what we do what no one else does by covering an FX television show. But the fact that in the alien movies, you need to have people do stupid things. You need to have them put their face close to eggs and reach out to the snake and do all the things. And so making these children has perhaps made that a little more believable, plausible. I don't care in the first place. Like, people were freaking out in Prometheus. Why would you go and touch the snake? That's so stupid. Whatever. They had to do it. It's all good. It's part of the greater good. But I will say, if you're looking for plausibility, having the fact that these are, a lot of these people that are making these questionable decisions are that have the minds of a child, makes it a little better.
I mean, I got no problems with the decisions of the children. I guess I don't know.
You would be
The
more
actor-
cautious when you're going into that cage of monster.
Well, I don't
You
know.
just
He's
kind of
trying
backs it. Like, it's fine.
He's trying to prove something. He's, big boy, able to do this on his own for the first time.
Sounds like toxic masculinity to me.
It's working its way into his system.
Even for Synth. Synths can have that too. Yep.
So
It's not yeah.
Isaac gets got by this,
Which is
like,
awesome.
mosquito-looking lava
Fly
shoot.
thing that vomits on his face and his face disintegrates.
Oh, but we forgot the key point.
Yes,
before is that Isaac is knocked into the cage and the door is locked on him because the sheep butts its head and startles him.
Yep.
So this was the sheep's plan all along.
Sheep is always a couple steps ahead.
Dude.
We're playing checkers. Sheep's playing chess.
He's playing 12-dimensional chess because he can play with all those 12 eyes, man. You can just flip anywhere.
That's right. This is very true. So,
dude, when he gets planted into that old dude's head, that's all I need, and I'm back in.
So I didn't like that part that much, but you want him to go back into the weird old guy's head. Well, that guy's dead now, but it's another old weird person.
No, what's the old guy that's following the boy genius around all the time?
Oh, Adam?
Adam.
Yeah.
That's who I
want. You want the eyeball monster to get Adam in. Do you think Adam is a human? I think we talked about this.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he is.
All right. I
think they've been trying to code him as potentially a synth, but
it's a red
I
herring.
think that's the red herring.
Okay. Well,
he's gonna get eyeball monstered, and he is gonna be crazy, and him and Boyd, oh man! But they're not gonna do that because that would be way too cool.
Fists to feet.
I mean, they could be doing it as we speak right now. I don't know, but
I know
that's my dream, Chris. That's my kernel of hope.
Well, hopefully, this works out for you, and that we get some more. I don't know what they're gonna do with that Adam guy, but okay. So face disintegration. Also, should we talk about the fact that there's the meeting between Boy and Wayland Yutani, or Miss Yutani?
Yeah,
That's in this episode.
yeah, that is in this
mean,
episode.
they-
I was gonna move us to what happens with Arthur, getting face sucked.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. They have their meeting, and there's a lot of boy feet and whatever.
It's the stupidest scene of all time. Like you, it. I see the shot of the table. I see the mediator. I see the two part. I'm just like, they're just gonna do the scene that always happens all the time. One person is like a crazy bully, and you're like, wow, look at those negotiating skills. And
Yep.
then the other person has to do some cutthroat thing at the end to try and mitigate the problem.
Yeah, so that happens, and she basically tells
Watch the show
Mar-
Succession. Probably too many
Morrow
times.
to speed up the process of extraction of the beast. Okay, so then let's talk about Arthur.
Yes. So Arthur gets got hard.
Yeah, what happens? Tell us.
So Slightly, who is listening to Morrow through his neck, has instructed him to pursue a human, get him into their containment with the creatures, and have him get face sucked.
Yeah,
so
he's trying to have Joe get a face suck.
Yeah, Slightly is going through all the potential humans, so he goes after Wendy's brother, and that doesn't work out. And then Arthur just, gets fired and falls into his lap.
Yeah, poor Arthur.
My guy.
He's
just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, he is. He's probably, of all the characters, probably the most moral of them all. If we're gonna,
Even in his ultimate demise, trying to protect the kid.
very sad. So this happens, and Facehugger engages, and I mean,
well, they
yikes.
get this, yeah, it was a little cooler. So they get into the lab, and Slightly starts acting weird, and Arthur starts kind of figuring out what's going on. Slightly then exits and locks the door behind him, leaving Arthur in there, who then realizes that one of the eggs is opened and the facehugger is scattering around. And we get, facehugger cam onto down Arthur.
Yeah, it's nice to, of course they needed to do that. They needed to do a traditional facehugger.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it is a pretty great ode to the face sucker, throw it as a part of the canon. I think it's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I thought this was cool. This is going back to, the lore, this is going back to canon. And the episode ends in limbo, right? Like he puts what's the kid? Truly? Slightly. He puts Arthur in the vent with facehugger engaged with his face. And we end on some Godsmack. And that was the one where I was like,
2 more things just to
Okay,
mention,
yeah.
just
Sure.
because they come up in the next episode. So Kirsch covers up to Boy Cavalier that Kirsch knows that all this stuff is happening with Slightly.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, so Kirsch has been watching this entire time and just letting it happen. And Boy basically is like, do you know anything about this? And Kirsch is like, it's all good, man.
So what do you think that Kirsch is working for someone else?
Well, I mean, we could probably save that for episode 7 because we see
Sure.
a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah.
Anything that I would speculate now would potentially be answered by me later.
Very good.
Dame Sylvia. So the reason why Arthur gets fired is there's this discussion with Boy and Adam, and basically they're like, this Nibs girl with the pregnancy thing, we don't like it. Like, make it go away. She's aggressive. basically, I need her to look good, act good. We've got a lot of stuff she needs to do for the company.
Yeah.
And so Arthur doesn't want to reset her memories. Like, that's, tough. She has to figure it out like humans do. And Dame Sylvia ultimately decides that she wants to keep protecting the kids, and to do so, she has to stay and reset that memory and leave Arthur behind.
Yeah. Arthur gets fired. They tell him to leave, and then he gets face hugged. But it's
Ultimately,
Yeah.
that is an important thing that happens, because it ultimately leads to Arthur's demise. But also the Nibs memory resetting turns into a big deal in episode 7.
absolutely. All right. So that's 6.
Episode 7,
I mean,
Emergence.
7 emerges. Okay, so we'll just keep on rolling. We'll keep rolling right into 7. We'll emerge into 7.
Oh,
Where
so
we
yeah, to begin 7, we have to go back to 6 just a little bit again, because a part of Arthur's dismissal, he talks to Joe and basically spills the whole thing, because Joe comes up to him and is like, "Is Wendy safe here?" And Arthur's like, looks over his shoulder at the camera, and then is like, "Oh yeah,
look
she
at my
is."
screen. It's great.
And then does that whole song and dance. But as a part of that, he disables all the trackers on the children. So now Joe and Wendy are able to leave the island, and they are attempting to get on a ship that they now have the codes for, which Arthur also gave them, and they are on their way. But as they're on their way, they have to do the whole thing where Wendy's like, "I'm not leaving everyone behind." So actually, they're not on their way, but as a part of on their way, they have to go collect all the other kids they can find.
So that's that plan has been set in motion. That they're trying to get off the island.
And that's the ultimate thrust of the episodes, is kind of a and B, where in this A1, we have Wendy and Joe basically trying to leave the island. And all the shenanigans they have to do to accomplish that. Yeah, we'll get there. And then on the other side, we have Slightly and I can't remember the name. I can't keep calling in the black.
Toodles. No, it's not Toodles. Toodles is dead.
Shmee?
It's me. It's
Okay.
me for sure.
So Slightly and Shmee
Shmee. See?
are
Shmee.
handling the Arthur situation. Because he has been face hugged, which ultimately was the plan, and they now have to get him to the drop point to get him tomorrow.
And time is of the essence. They didn't really think about the time of this whole thing.
Well, Slightly claims that he was promised that it would take longer.
Yeah, so maybe
But we also know that Slightly was crying in his room for what could have been 8 hours before she walked in.
he wasted time. And Morrow, it's also how long do you know for sure? But anyways, he kind of screwed that up. He cried, and then they're on the beach. What else do we want to talk about before the beach burst?
Well, we also have to, on the other side with Wendy and Joe, Wendy hacks into the computers and releases the Xenomorph. So
Because you can talk to it.
Xenomorph on the loose. But she can also talk to the computer system.
Oh yeah, she can talk to computers and xenomorphs. That was my impression of a xenomorph talking.
Oh, that wasn't what computers sound like?
Yeah, no, computers is a totally different voice. Can't do that one because I don't want the computer to start talking back to me. It's happened before.
It's tough.
So yeah, so that's she's Wendy controls everything. Now, so she's also getting an alliance with these kids. She's also got the alliance with her brother. That'll come to a head, I think, more as we get to the end of this episode. as far as like where does her allegiance lie. And the face hugger explodes out of Arthur. Boom. On the beach.
There he is.
Morrow's nowhere to be found. He's not there yet.
Not there
Face hugger.
yet. But they then,
Yeah.
they're then shipping the body up to him. After
Just the body, the body, which I saw a funny meme that was like, it was like Smee and Slightly with Arthur's body towards the second half of that episode, and it was the weekend at Bernie's. Just, carrying a dead body, as they do.
But Kirsch knows what's going on and releases their own Prodigy's own people out to capture the recently bursted chest burster.
Yep.
And then they ship the body up to Morrow. Morrow's like, what the hell? That wasn't supposed to happen.
This is what I asked for.
A lot of crying, a lot of blah, 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 blah.
And boys do.
And then Kirsch shows up because they have captured the alien.
They captured it with that little cool trap.
And they got him, man. They got him.
Finders keepers.
My big gripe, Chris.
Yeah, what?
I don't like the Xenomorph as a pet.
You don't?
/ sidekick.
Oh, well, then you're probably not going to like where this episode goes.
I know.
Because it turns into a buddy comedy. Right? It's Wendy and the Xenomorph.
World.
They're buds.
It turned into Jurassic World. I saw Chris Pratt on the screen click into those raptors.
Blue! Hold back, Blue! Man, Chris Pratt, though. Hell of an American. Shit. What can he do? So, yeah, no, that it gets... I mean, that's stupid. It's stupid. That whole plot line
That's what
of
it's
her...
going to be now.
Yes. But again, you forget that I've already accepted that this show is stupid. So I don't care. At this point,
But
I'm
season
just watching.
2, it's going to be like Wendy and her sidekick Scuttlebutt or whatever, and they're just, roaming around trying to fend off all the bad Xenomorphs that have been taken over by Prodigy and used now as weapons.
We finally had to get to a place where we could get a more rounded Xenomorph character. Like, it's too wooden. The Xenomorph, it just bursts and it kills? What if it loved? What if it bonded? What if it cared? What if it talked back to you and said, you know what? I'm not feeling too good today. Xenomorph, man. I used to just think it was a scary monster. Now I kind of feel bad. I feel bad for it.
Sounds to me like, what's his butt from The Brutalist?
Guy Pearce?
No, the actual architect.
Yeah, Laszlo
It's all like, well, yeah, you sound right now like Laszlo explaining to Guy Pearce. I just want to be like, my mother's very sick.
What I want to tell you, look. I am Count Dracula.
The space. You don't understand.
We've talked about we've took fine care of all of your books. He does have a little Transylvania thing happening. In my opinion, great movie, though.
Well, that was
Great.
a scene from The Brutalist.
That was scene. I know you probably were like, is that a clip? It's not a clip. That was us actually doing it. I know. I know. We're good like that. So
Wendy is just like overpowered now, like crazy, just monster who now hates her brother because also what happens is that
he blasts
Joe has to take
Nibs.
Ultimately.
He shoots Nibs, right?
Yeah. Because she's trying to kill one of his Marine friends.
Yep.
I don't want that.
And so at this point, it becomes clear that Wendy is gonna become more of a
kids off the island, and they're like a war unit now.
Yeah, and she's maybe Wendy's identifying more as a hybrid. She's like, hybrids and aliens.
Yeah.
These are my people. You know who's not my people? She would say, humans.
Yeah.
AKA the real monsters, which I don't want to give anything away, but that is the episode title for the season finale. The real monsters of Orange County.
They're corporations. We don't actually have to say it's humans.
Well, yeah, capitalism.
Greed.
But yeah, of course, all those things. We'll find out exactly what they want to say about it. But
Do you think if we were socialist that the aliens wouldn't come? Or
Yeah, I
that
mean,
we would just handle them like right quick? Like what? I guess, I guess the point I'm trying to say is I don't understand why everyone critiques capitalism all the time.
I mean, because
With
it's
like
the source of
aliens and like world destruction.
greed. Yeah, because of greed. That's it. It's all greed.
Yeah, but
So
people are greedy. in
I
other
mean, yeah.
ways.
So if we weren't,
That's greed.
what is?
I said people have greed in other ways. It's not just money.
Yeah, but I mean, money, right? It's a pretty big one.
One last thing.
Yeah, it is the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, capital, whatever. It's the corporations, the evil, greedy people. They are the monsters. You heard it here first.
But are they? Or is that referring to Eyeball Monster in Adam?
Yeah, he's the real. He's the real.
Genius with his monster. So, shit. Now I'm gonna screw this reference up pretty horribly.
Okay.
But the third Mad Max movie,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Enter Thunderdome.
Yeah. Supposedly it's not a good one.
Oh, it's incredible, dude.
Okay.
When we do Mad Max, you will dig Thunderdome.
All right.
But there's a character in it that is a gigantic jack dude, and he has a little guy on top of him, and it's like Brain, and then Brawn.
That's like the bad guy in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Crane. That do you know what I'm talking about? It was like a brain, and the brain was the bad guy, but you would like put him in this like big hulk of a body.
Yeah,
it's totally a thing. Okay, yeah,
I know.
Brain.
No, but same thing. I think that's what's gonna happen, and so it's gonna be Wendy and her Xenomorph, and boy and his
eyeball monster?
Human.
Okay.
Hybrid.
What about the other aliens? They're just kind of collateral damage. They're just hanging.
I mean, I think Kirsch is gonna have to steal him up. That we got to give Kirsch something to do. Maybe Kirsch becomes like a weapons dealer. Like he becomes like a general tyrant, the wielding arm of the fascism that is the boy.
Yeah, like Tony Stark. He was a weapons dealer, but then he became Iron Man, and we love him.
Yeah,
that's an anti-capitalism thing. He was the worst.
Yeah,
but I guess maybe him being kidnapped and having all that changed his mind.
I could see a heavy like fascism route for boy Cavalier.
Yeah, 100%. Right? I mean, he is
like 5 corporations things kind of, working with each other through lawyers. Like, nope, not for me, baby. Let's burn it to the ground. My army versus yours.
Yeah. Just make sure there's no glass on the floor when I fight, because I'm not wearing shoes. That's the old Captain Phillips trick.
Dude, he's got to learn Die Hard. Somebody show him Die Hard.
That would be cool. I mean,
were we accusing the show earlier of making references to things like from now? As like,
I remember a movie. It was 180 years ago.
Yeah, you remember that thing we watched a couple years ago? That was 120 years ago, sir.
Yep. But apparently shortly after our time, something happens, something catastrophic that stops all media from ever taking place, and it kind of just freeze frames where things are right now. So that's the only frame of reference they have. Thankfully, nothing like that could
Much
ever
like
happen.
people, mostly men, in their 40s and their taste for music. It is locked in, boys and girls, and
It's
it's
true.
not going anywhere.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. Those
They like
many
their
of the needle
stuff.
drops have been speaking
They
to me.
like their stuff. And
That's right.
if you don't,
But
you are a
to be
silly
fair,
boy. And if you do, then they will embrace you.
that's
With
right.
arms wide open.
Creed coming back. Under the sunshine, welcome to this place.
Scott Stapp.
Doing the Eddie Vedder. So yeah, that's something that's been ripped off forever, right? Like, who is the first guy to sing like?
I kind of look like Eddie Vedder.
Was it Eddie Vedder?
Yeah.
Was it?
No.
Okay, because then Stone Temple Pilots ripped it off. Then Creed ripped it off.
Yeah.
And there's others.
They're
Anyone
like-
that goes Collective Soul, yeah.
Yeah, they just pitched it. They're like Vedder, but like
Better than Vedder.
like even grungier,
Yeah,
even
this-
more metal,
Just
new
gotta-
metal.
Gotta sing like that. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, maybe
Do you think that's an inflection, or do you think it's actually like when they're in their head, they're like, that's what happens when I sing?
no, it's an inflection. It's a choice. Because Scott Weiland famously stopped singing like that. First two Stone Temple Pilots albums, he does the Eddie Vedder thing. And then the third album, 1996's Tiny Music from a Vatican Gift Shop, he changes the way he sings. And I like it.
Talking
but
Stone
yeah.
Temple Pilots, baby.
Oh yeah, we're getting deep with STP. He did return to there's a few like yes back on number 4, which is the album that came out in the year 2000. But then they had already kind of started to fall out of relevance and whatever.
They had that one album that got big in the early 2000s.
Number 4, maybe? That's the one that had Sour Girl. That was it. What would you do? See, that was his new voice. What would you do if I found... Anyways, that's my Scott Weiland corner. I hope. What will the last predictions on who the last needle drop is tonight? It's got to just be the ultimate, right? Like it has to take this genre. It has to be a big statement.
I was thinking Queens of the Stone Age. Sorry.
They already. Oh, okay. Well, because they did that last time.
Oh no! That was the band that I thought had the album that got big in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah. No, Queens of that's different time.
Queens of Stone
different
Age,
time.
Stone Temple Pilots, 2 different bands, people. I
Totally
confused
different.
them. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Two great bands in their own right. So the final needle drop tonight.
They've done Ozzy, right? They did
Yeah.
Ozzy. Dude, I was listening to some Ozzy in the truck today. Ooh, buddy, that boy had a voice.
He did have a voice.
Was that an inflection?
Yeah,
That's what I
we
wanted.
played Paranoid at our show on Saturday, my band. So
Oh, yeah.
I was doing my own little Ozzy. My own little Ozzy. This should be the name of my next book. I've not written any books, but if I did,
They haven't done Nirvana yet.
no, they haven't done Nirvana. So but it's got to be something like that, like a Nirvana or
What about
like
the lesser?
Pearl Jam,
No.
the lesser. What are you talking about? Stone Temple Soundgarden? No.
I said the name Foo Fighters.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Foo Fighters. I hope it's not Foo Fighters. That would
Or as
suck.
Christopher Walken would say, Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters. Foo on yo. Foo on yo. Foo. Frou. Now that's another band.
That's one.
Oh man, what a musical digression. I think yes, is it going to be rap rock? Are we going to get
No.
some are we going to get Korn or the Deftones? Are we going to get
Man, it really depends on what kind of mood he wants to leave us in. If it's like supper, he's probably gonna go like something slow with Nirvana.
something in the way?
No, he
Well,
won't
Batman,
do that. Oh my gosh. All the for some reason, I don't even think I was listening to the song, but I just got recommended a ton of YouTube videos that were like, why something in the way makes The Batman the best movie of all time. Okay.
It's very simple how it
So-
does that.
It's a broad statement, but
Dun, dun. That was, yeah, man. I heard that they finally released that the script is finally finished for the Batman 2. Colin Farrell read it and said it's, quote, excellent. You know what's not excellent though? Colin Farrell's new movie bombed. The
Did you
Big
see
Bold
it?
Beautiful Journey or whatever the fuck.
Did
You hear
see
about
it?
this?
No,
You hear about this?
I don't hear about bad things in
Oh,
Colin Farrell.
okay. Well, Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell just released a romantic comedy by the director that did After Yang, which is a good Colin Farrell movie. Anyways, it bombed. Apparently it sucks. I'm just keeping things interesting over here with Hollywood news.
You win some, you
Okay.
lose some in those romantic comedy games.
Yeah. It's
Tough waters to tread in.
what happened?
I said it's tough waters to tread in.
It is. Yeah, and I guess apparently Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie have, quote, no chemistry whatsoever. So, I'm just telling you what I heard. All right, so I like 7. What else do you want to say about 7?
Oh, the episode ends on a cliffhanger of sorts, because it is Joe, Wendy, and the Xenomorph and the gang versus a bunch of gunmen.
She
And
says, "Attack!" And then we are
Xenomorph
getting
takes it out.
and there's Queens of the Stone Age in the background, Song for the Dead. I know I've already said it, but this is a very, very cool song.
Now it's hybrids versus humans versus synths versus cyborgs. Like, we got it all now.
We got it all. We're gonna see the climax of all this.
It's race
Who comes out on
wars.
top?
It's the new
Do
version.
aliens get off the island? Who gets off the island? Anybody? What do you think?
Arthur tried to
Predictions
get
right
off
now.
the island.
Let's just do that. Let's do a prediction.
All right.
Who's getting off the island?
Wendy,
Yeah.
the Xenomorph.
Whoa, Xenomorph's getting off the island, according to you. Okay.
Her
All right.
pet
Love it.
Xenomorph is getting off the island, who I
Mhm.
believe has like a beige, kind of brownish
I liked it. Yeah, the head.
going on.
It was all right.
It is interesting. Well, I mean, it's not interesting because it's like pretty in lockstep with the, heart part of the story that it is the spawn of her brother's lung.
Yes. You think that's why it bonds extra well with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine that, and she can talk to it, which I don't think humans have been able to talk to it yet in any of the other movies. So can't say they've tried that.
I don't think Sigourney. Did Sigourney Weaver ever talk to the aliens?
Did she?
Well, she
talk
said,
to the mother
she
in
said,
Resurrection?
"Get away from her, you bitch." But I don't think she said that in alien language. She was like, "I'm
Did
gonna
she
say this in
talk?
English."
Did
But-
she
but
talk
we-
to the hybrid alien?
Oh yeah,
In
that gets sucked
Resurrection?
out. The butt gets sucked out the window. Yeah, she does. Horrific. Imagine if you had to watch that scene every
It's like
day.
a-
What would that do to your life?
It is basically what a dog would sound like if it got sucked out a window by its butt.
Yeah, that's sad. It's sad. I don't like it. I don't want to watch it. It's not good, and it's also disturbing, and it's also not good. So
I made Ciara.
it's a real lose-lose.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry, Ciara.
Yeah, she's like, I don't find anything funny
Wilson's
about
wife.
that. Your dog was
Wow.
offended. She said, "How you have no idea what I would sound like."
It's true.
Okay, so the Wendy and the Xenomorph are getting off the island, and that's it.
Her stays on the island because that's going to become obviously like home base for Death Star Prodigy.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think Dame Sylvia, I think she's got to stick around, and kind of her role is like the protector in the bad people land.
Yeah.
So
Lost Boys. Any of the
that's
Lost
gonna
Boys
move.
gonna get any action? They're all gonna die. What are they? What Can we get a
That's
resolution?
true. Yeah, what is gonna happen to our Slightly and Shmi here?
They get
Maybe they defect somehow. Like Morrow figures, oh, I couldn't get her the Xenomorph, but I can get her these hybrids.
okay, maybe. Yeah, there's a lot that needs to happen. We need to resolve a lot of, I mean, where all these people are going. What's going to happen? I don't think the alien's going to get off of the island, but and I really hope that, I don't know. I hope that there's not a lot of like, we're going to talk to the alien and we're going to humanize the alien even more and more and more. I think that would be a bad move, but it might be where we're going. You know, she does talk to it already. She does give it commands. It kills for her. So what if she gets off the island with the alien? We cut to season 2 opens, New York City, cramped apartment, alien and Wendy living together. Like kind of a mad about you. But the xenomorph is Paul Reiser. It's just like, you didn't know I like my coffee like this? I don't know. Just like kind of all the problems that people living together have. Like,
It's probably a
this
better
guy
show.
doesn't flush the toilets.
Probably a better show.
All right. Anything else? What do you got?
That's it. I'm hopeful that some stuff happens in the finale and afraid other things will happen.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We're going to give it a watch. We're going to come back. We're going to tell you what we think. And hey, it's going to be great. So, predictions, yeah. I'll let you. Okay, I do need to make a prediction. I'll say that they stay. I won't give it that mad about you. That's not my real answer. I know everyone thought it was. I will say that that no one gets off the island.
Okay.
And
yeah,
there's new metal at the end.
perfect. Because that fits in a way into.
Oh no! Hello, Darkness, Mild. Disturbed covering Simon and Garfunkel. That is the end song because it is like, hello, darkness, my friend.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
A little smoother.
All right.
Say,
So those are the predictions.
Well, I'm gonna jinx mine. This is ultimately what I want. It has the potential, so it could be written in. I think it is ultimately our thrust into season 2. We end with Boy Cavalier, Adam as being controlled by the eyeball monster, as the two big bads, Wendy and the Xenomorph as our heroes, and that's where we go off. Everything else that happens in this episode will just be for show.
Okay. All right. You heard it here first, hopefully. And
I have not watched the episode yet, so
we haven't watched it yet. We're going in blind, and then we'll come back to you guys. Thank you for listening. Anything else you want to say to the listeners out there? Nope. That's it. All right, beautiful guys. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, bye.